Is this Cassandra?
This
Hi.
is she.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good. We're getting really excited about this camp. And we just need to get a couple more counselors on board, and we'll be fully staffed. So
Super exciting.
I'm camp leader Ryan.
Hi.
This
Yes.
is
I'm
Gaius.
the lifeguard Gaius. I'm legally blind, but I can kind of see like shapes and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
can she turn a light on or something so I can see her better?
Well, I have a huge overhead one on now.
Okay.
It's just
in
like
the-
Gaius-
you're like a really dark silhouette.
Gaius,
so
I can describe her if you need me to. She's
Yeah,
a very
if you could.
she's a very beautiful woman with short hair and very nice glasses. Not as nice as yours, Gaius,
Yes.
but they're nice.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Okay.
Okay, I see.
All right. So
Yeah, it's just like for me, she looks really dark. But yeah, go ahead. Continue.
okay. So what do you know about Stunt Camp?
I don't know very much about Stunt Camp.
Okay.
I know on the advertisement it mentioned your name
Yes.
as the contact, and it was asking for folks to kind of reach out in regards to the posting, but there was nothing else mentioned.
Okay.
But yes.
So if you want, I can go ahead and kind of start from the beginning.
Okay, great.
All right. So my grandfather was a Hollywood stuntman.
Okay.
He used to drive trucks, roll them over, drive through explosions, fires. He was an amazing man.
Wow.
Yeah. Then during the making of the hit movie Bulletproof,
Okay, yes.
Have you seen that movie?
Yes.
the old one,
Oh, yes.
with the
Yeah, okay.
Wayans brother in it, right?
Yes.
There's a scene in that movie where a car goes up a ramp and then it spins over. My grandfather was behind that wheel. They kept it in the movie and he died. It caught on fire. They couldn't get him out, and he died. But not of that. He was all burnt up, and he was very lonely, and he was in the hospital, and he didn't know what to do. He felt very depressed, and we got him the help he needed for his depression, so he was okay there. But I think all that excitement in his life caused him to have a heart attack, and he
Wow.
died. So, he lived a long life, and so it's good. But anyways, we took his life savings and we made something called Stunt Camp. So,
Okay.
Stunt Camp is a place where kids can go and perform all their favorite Hollywood stunts. Everything from starting out jumping into fire to getting shot out of cannons to, the whole running with an explosion behind them type of thing, right?
Yes.
It's pretty amazing stuff. And so, we need some camp counselors who, will be
Yeah.
mindful of the fact there are dangers.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want them kids, when they're setting up the C4, we need to make sure that there's no, the timer, is not plugged in. C4 is pretty stable. It probably
Yeah.
won't go off, but if you keep that timer away from it, you could hit it with a baseball bat and it's not going to go off. So,
Yes.
True,
So-
yeah.
yeah. So, Gaius, why don't you tell her about some of the stunts you're involved in?
Yeah, we have this one. It's a dynamite type stunt where, and I lead this stunt. And it would be nice if I could have someone to help me out because sometimes it's hard. Because what we do is, it's like a dodging of it's like a miner type shaft that we have, and you got to dodge the dynamite. It's like a fun game that we play. So you'll light the dynamite on fire, they'll throw it, and then they have to move out of the way, dodge it type of stuff. It's all in good fun. Dynamite's like a pretty tame explosive, compared to something like C4, like we was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
We also have one where they actually run through like a burn-in building,
Oh,
just run through like the hallway of it, which is like
Okay.
a really cool one because we've got like all the different cameras and stuff set up. So yeah, for sure. It's just hard for me to supervise some of this stuff happening. I think after last year with the whole DeLuca boy incident, I think that it's a good idea just to have like an extra person helping me out.
Yep.
You know, between the lifeguarding duties and the in the stunts themselves.
Yeah, we.
So I don't know. Do you have good vision?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's pretty good. I wear glasses.
Yeah.
But it's good with those,
Like you
It's
can
good with
see.
that.
Yeah. I imagine. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
all right,
perfect.
cool.
And
Yeah, because sometimes I'll lose track of the kids while we're throwing the dynamite or something, or I'll throw
Yes.
it the wrong way, and it'll hit like another activity or something. So
that brings up a very valuable lesson to teach you right now if you're going to be part of our camp. So we have a 2-whistle system. Okay.
Okay.
Most camps only have 1 whistle. It's the only one needed.
are you familiar with the 2-whistle system?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Most people aren't unless you've been to a camp like ours. So, when Gaius throws the dynamite, blue whistle. Take a listen. Okay? And that means the kids
the
know.
dynamite whistle,
Yep.
throwing the dynamite whistle.
As he said, and Gaius, I don't blame you for the incident. So
It wasn't my fault.
Yeah.
The kid probably should have seen it coming and avoided it.
and the
I mean,
two-whistle system.
He had 20/20 vision. He had it, so now
So-
he doesn't. But
So the first whistle is just normal game on
Yeah.
type of whistle. So again, it's
it's like an incoming type thing.
the
We're
kids
starting.
know it's time to be, and the other, the other activities that are going on, they will be well aware that that's just the normal whistle. And then there's something's not right whistle. So it's he threw it and it flew over by the girls playing on the monkey bars. Then it's this one. You hear the difference?
Yes.
It's and then we
Yeah.
train everybody
Can you tell
to
the
react.
difference in that? The inflection.
Yeah, it sounds. Yeah, they sound different to me.
Okay, good. Because it's very important that you don't mix these up because
Yeah.
it could be the difference between the incident. I don't
Like a
even like to say his
lawsuit
name.
and just a good day.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much. Yeah, that sums it up. So
Which, by the way, the DeLuca Boy family, if you do see them around, I can give you pictures of them. I can't see them personally, but if you see them around, just let Ryan or me know, and we'll, get rid of them because they're trying to get onto the property and take pictures of the activities and stuff to prove that we're being unsafe or
Yeah.
something stupid. Yeah.
without going into too much detail, we do have a lawsuit pending against us, but
Yeah, and they've been trying to sneak up.
my lawyer tells me that they're just money grabbing parents at this point.
Yeah,
So,
honestly, it's their son's fault.
Yeah.
If they can't own up to it, then.
Yeah.
Cassandra, do you drive speedboats?
No, I don't. So,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I've never.
Would you be willing to learn?
Hmm?
Would you be willing to learn?
Yes, yes.
Okay, because we have this new stunt we want to try this year, and I love it. My grandpa was actually the guy who created the stunt, so can't
amazing.
wait to see it in practice. So, you'll be on this speedboat, and
Okay.
have you ever seen those ramps that water skiers go up, like the boat pulls aside and the water
Sure.
skiers go like this?
Yes.
Okay. Well, this time you don't veer away. You just go up the ramp, you hit it, you'll go up in the sky, and then right then, because you're no longer in the water, a trigger system goes, and they're kind of like ejection seats, but I'd call them a little different than that. It just shoots everybody out the sides of the boats like you just took a jump and dive. And
Okay.
I really need a driver for that. I would try it myself, but I'm going to be the one on the shore pushing the explosion button on the ramp.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you're willing to learn it, of course, we rehearse it a bunch of times, right? Because
Of
we don't want
course,
you to
yes.
just,
Yeah,
you know,
like 2 or 3 times, and then
and then
it's
by
right
then
at
you're
you.
good. But yeah, on the third or fourth time, that's when you go over and we push the explosion button, which then, of course, you're triggered by not being in the water and it throws you out. It's freaking awesome. It was one of my
it's the
favorites.
coolest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely would be willing to learn for sure.
Okay, perfect.
What about like fight scene stunts?
Good
Do you
point.
have any fighting experience? You sound like you do. I can't tell.
I know. I have I've been around that, but
Okay.
I personally wasn't trained. But I know kind of logistically and movement wise, kind of certain things that do happen. So
Right, because I was thinking this year we have one one where they're like disarming a knife and stuff, or like like having a knife fight type of thing. I think that if we had like a really good choreographed system, that would be great. It's just hard for me doing it. Like I know like I completely miss, or I'll hit the wrong place, something like that. So if you want to take that over and I could just supervise it, that'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah, great. How do you feel about catching arrows with your hands?
I mean, I believe I definitely could do it with, of course, taking appropriate precautions. But
yeah.
I don't have any. I mean, my background is in theater and film anyway, so I don't really have very many kind of reservations about most stuff because
good.
I've been around various things. So
excellent. So yeah, the reason I ask is because on the closing day ceremony, the parents come. It's just an awesome event. They get to see some of the stunts get done, and basically all the children line up with their standard. They're the standard bows. They're not compound bows, so they'll be traveling only. I don't know. They probably travel at least
50 or so.
Yeah, it's not like 80.
Okay.
So it's like 60 miles an hour coming at you. It's just they just stand there and they release, and then you just run down the line trying to catch the arrows.
To grab it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we probably aren't going to put any of the kids up who show lack of skill because I've done that one myself. I wouldn't ask you if I hadn't done it myself, but I did catch an arrow to the hip and one through the thigh, the thigh.
I just want to say that I was sorry about that again.
Well, yeah, again,
I couldn't see.
Whistle system. It can be the difference between life and death. So
I mean, to be quite honest, it's more his fault because he wasn't quick enough to catch it. You got to be ready, and he just was like not paying attention. Kept on telling me that it's like a bad idea.
I am the seed of my grandfather. There is nothing that is my fault when it comes to stunts.
I don't know. I mean, I back me up on this one. Like he, should have, instead of complaining about who's shooting the arrow, he should have just been ready to catch it, right?
What do you think, Cassandra? He's asking you to agree with him.
Yeah.
Oh, with the young man who didn't catch the arrow?
That was
Ryan
me.
Didn't catch the arrow.
Because Gaius jumped in with the children and shot me, and he can't see very well.
I wanted to.
I don't want to pull the disabled card, but you can't see very well.
And instead of catching the arrow, he's complaining like, "No, don't shoot it. You can't. You're not aiming right. Stuff like that." Ridiculous, complaints instead of catching it. So then he gets hit with the arrow, and then he starts crying about it.
It went through my thigh.
I mean, it's not like it went through your head or anything, or your chest.
I suppose it could have been worse if that's your point. Yes. So.
I mean, it was your fault. So whatever.
Okay. Well, that's a disagreement him and I have.
Yeah.
It is actually the reason the two-system whistle exists.
The whistle? Okay.
Yeah.
So
because of his fault.
Before we let you go, move on to the next one, I'd like to do just the quick whistle test. So blue, which means everything's okay, and then the black, which means something's out of the ordinary. Okay. So.
Okay.
Which one was that?
The second, something's not okay.
I'll be goddamned. I know you can't see this, Gaius.
That's the
she
black,
got it.
Correct?
She got it.
Yeah.
She got it. Yeah.
I mean, I play a couple instruments too, so I have to develop an ear for particular sounds.
Good. I think this whistle system should keep people safer. But yeah, good job. So I think we need her to make sure that no more people get hurt, Gaius. Okay?
Yeah.
So I said we should definitely keep her because it sounds like she's going to make sure nobody gets hurt.
Yeah, she'll make sure that you stay out of the way of arrows and stuff like that, I think. Yeah.
So yeah, what about the kid?
DeLuca boy, like I said, and like you have said, that wasn't our fault. He should have been watching. It's not our fault that
That's true.
he's
This thing's
half-blind
still in
now.
court. I have to
Okay.
agree with you.
That's
This thing's
his
still in
fault.
court.
He's responsible for that.
Yep.
You know,
All
he
right.
could see, now he can't. What does that tell you? He
Well,
fucked up somehow.
I guess so.
Yeah.
All right, Cassandra. I think you've done a great job. We do have more people to interview, so I'm hoping to send out some, thanks and no thanks letters here this week. So, great job.
Yeah,
Alright,
Cassandra,
thank
you
you all.
sounds really good. I think that you will be a perfect assistant for me to help me out with these types of things, because it's really hard to see exactly what's happening in certain situations. You know, throwing the dynamite, especially if you even want to throw it, or at least just tell me where it is, that would be great. But I'm really excited to meet you. Hopefully I'll be able to see you better in person, because only Ryan seems to, really be showing up right now in my peripheral vision.
Because of my light.
But yeah, definitely, I'm really excited to meet you.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Excellent,
Same
thank
here.
you.
I appreciate it.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
you
have
too.
a
Thank
good
you
day.
so
Bye.
much. All right, bye-bye.